Hi, my name is Anna Juusela, and today I'm interviewing Suvi Asamoa, visual merchandiser, consult, and entrepreneur from Finland. How are you, Suvi?
I'm very good, Anna. Thanks for having me at your show.
Oh, thank you. We have been having quite interesting discussion already for this talk about the customer experiences. But before we go there, could you tell us a bit who you are and what you do?
Yes, most certainly. So, hello everyone. I'm Suvi Asamoa, and I've been working with retail around about 20 years now. For the last years, I've been working as a visual merchandising consultant, as a self-employed entrepreneur, and my background is I started late 90s in a huge store in Finland, and there my first retail merchandising experience came from. I worked with this brand.
Could you repeat where were you, because it just like went blurry? So could you repeat?
Oh, okay.
Yep. Thanks.
Oh, you mean at that time when I started?
Yeah. That where
Yes.
you started.
Yes. So I started 90s in a huge brand store in Helsinki, Finland. And there I started as a visual merchandiser.
Okay.
And I worked with the company around 5-6 years. And among my work, I found like my passion in the work. And I also studied visual merchandising at the time and got a degree with that. Afterwards, I went to another company working as a visual merchandiser in a larger scale. There I was mostly training people and doing new store openings and influencing the concept designing.
Okay.
And so that's my background basically. And nowadays I do work with various brands as a consultant.
Okay, that's really interesting. We were talking a bit about how visual merchandising is creating the customer experience, and as we were talking, it's appearing that it's like in Finland, visual merchandising is something that it's not so widely known, and nowadays people are talking about a lot of how to create experiences in the store. And could you open up this one a bit for us?
Yes, I think it all starts, well, of course, it all starts from the reason why, let's take, for example, a business owner, why you have started within the business and what is your product? Your product can be shoes, clothes, whatnot. But why are you there? And from that core, you should start to create a story. And visual merchandising is actually quite common sense when it comes to the weekly tasks, everyday tasks, monthly tasks in the stores. But what we want to create is a story for our customers. And also from that story, we can reach out to new customers or potential customers. I think that is the main way or the goal where we have been heading on to the past decade. And now it's really showing on huge big capitals around the world. But I think here in Helsinki, Finland, we have much more to learn about this subject.
Yeah, maybe a bit more courage for the retailers to start using the professionals like you to create the stories and themes in the store. We have also noticed that somehow the visual merchandising is something that is kind of like under the basic marketing. It's kind of like stuck there somewhere. People don't quite understand what we are talking about. And as I have seen, it's for me the visual merchandising is like it's customer service basically, because it makes shopping easier. And by stories and themes, I'm imagining that you are meaning like the way of creating the story also in omni-channel, so it creates something that it creates memorable experiences for the customers. What do you think about this omni-channel storytelling and the role of visual merchandising?
Well, of course, it's a huge concept overall, this question, but a consumer these days, they are not satisfied to see a visual picture only or a digital moving picture. They want to experience different kind of effects, like audio, visual. They want to taste things, they want to smell things. So all of the senses are used in today's consumer, and how that manifests in actual physical stores is through different layouts within the store. And of course, you have music there, you can have a sense machine that you can, if you have leather jacket store, you can increase the sense of leather jacket through that sense machine. Then you can have places that are more dim, and places in the store you want to highlight with more color or light. So there are many effects you can do. But overall, when it comes to visual merchandising, we put a lot of focus and money on different marketing channels like print, TV, social media, all of these channels. But if the red line doesn't come from these channels into the store, then we haven't completed the marketing chain.
Yeah.
So whatever you commercial out there in other medias, it has to reach the customers inside and also from the outside of the physical store. That the customer realizes that, oh, this was the thing I saw last week, or oh, now I remember, because not all consumers comes to follow into the actual physical store after they've seen the commercial somewhere.
Yeah, that's a really good point, because so many times the social media marketing, especially, it's kind of like they are just focusing on there, and they forget that it has to come to the store as well. You have to keep the red line, as you said. It has to continue to the store. You are marketing in place X, and then in the store it has to continue from the windows to the store. That's really good point. And from there we could move on to the staff and the role of staff, and how they have to also be educated in tactics of visual merchandising and the importance of that to create the atmosphere. What are your thoughts about that?
Well, it's very crucial, because this is one of my favorite subjects as a person who has trained more than 100 visual merchandisers in the field. First of all, when a customer comes in, that's a big thing already, that the customer comes into your store. It can be a blink of an eye, split second from the facade, the window. Okay, there's something interesting. I'm coming into the store. Most likely, the person coming in can already sense the energy and the feeling of the store in the A area, the entrance area. And believe me or not, you can sense how the people are getting along in the store. You can sense how much their boss is involved in their work, how much their work is appreciated. It's all the energy there. And that energy we are also spreading around with the brand. And this is a very interesting field. I won't go so deeply into it now, but first of all, the staff is crucial, that you have the right people in the right places. I have trained people and they're like, well, I don't have self-confidence. I don't know so much about fashion. Fashion is the field I originally come from. And I'm like, why are you working here? Why did you apply to this store? There must be some kind of passion in you and some kind of interest in fashion that you are here. And then we pull out that passion for fashion. And then the person understands, like, yeah, I'm interested at this. I can do this. And this is the first step to train the staff, is to see their self-confidence, what they are doing in that workplace.
Yeah, so encourage them to kind of like embrace the work they're doing. Yeah.
Yes, because it's very important, as we just talked, that we can put so much money into different marketing channels, but if we don't have the red line to the store, then we lose a big amount of customers and big amount of money. So it's very important who is working with us in the store, and that they are also trained. They know every week the campaigns. They are involved of the maybe buying a selection of clothes or shoes or whatnot, but they understand what is the brand story of this store and what am I actually selling here and why am I selling them? What is my goal? So it's not only, of course, we want to create out of this good sales, of course, and we want a good stock rotation and a turnover and all that. But behind that, there's always the story, and our staff has to be involved within that story.
Yeah, that's really, really good point, because it's always the people in there, because even the visual merchandising is the silent salesperson. It doesn't save the brand or the store if the people working in there are not like involved in a way that you are explaining. That's really interesting, and I like the idea of energy, how the people can feel the energy of the store. Really, really interesting. From here we can move on to the role of the retailer, who is the shopkeeper or the shop manager, or anyway the people who are running the operations, because they are the ones who should be doing the recruiting in a right way and educating their staff. What are your thoughts about that?
Well, my message would be that very, very easily we cut costs when it comes to salespersons working around the till and the selling area, customer service, and we cut down hours very easily when it comes to visual merchandising. So I would like to turn the table, and the idea here that as you said, Anna, in the beginning, that visual merchandising is also customer service, and it's a very crucial work in that field of customer service. So my message would be not to think that as a separate work or job that is not affecting the sales or customer service, because it's 100% brand service. Customer service is serving your brand 100%. The more you put effort and time to visual merchandising, and you don't have to, if you're like, for instance, a small business owner, you can just take some like 5 pointers in the beginning. You don't have to have like the latest design inventory, the brightest logo in the facade. But like if we think of a facade and you come inside to the store, your facade should always be clean. Your logo, your sign should always be visible and clean as well. Your window should be fresh and telling a story. Your A area should provide for the customer the latest what you are serving at that moment, and so on. Your lights should be all on and used.
Or replaced if they're broken.
Yes. So these are like the small steps, and it already takes your store into a whole nother level. Because unfortunately, I see so many stores these days that, you know, cleaning and having the lights on, it's like a few things, and it's not a lot of euros in your budget, but it gives a big effect in the whole picture, in the big picture.
Clean and tidy shop, at least you can do. It's like the home. If it's messy and not cleaned up, it tells a story about your, and I've been thinking a lot about this, that the retailers, they should think their stores as a brand as well, even they're not like doing the branding, but it is a brand still.
Exactly. And when it comes to like a small example, I'm a customer coming into a store. I found the perfect dress that I was looking for my weekend party. I go to the till. I can have a great customer experience in the store. Everything is bright. Everything is clear. I have a great customer experience. I go to the till, and the till is dirty. I don't know where the machine is where I put my bank card, because it's full with clothes that are unpacked, or they are putting alarm system in them or whatnot. So then I get confused there, and that is my last point in the store when I'm actually communicating with the staff. And if that's my last experience of the store, that will be the last experience I have from the whole customer experience. So this is what I will remember when I go outside. So that
really,
small
really
1%, yes. So that one small percent can overtake my all 99% good experience.
Yeah, but that's
why.
Really good point, because there are stores that they are kind of like blocking the sales because people are not able to put their items on the till. So it's like, what's happening in here?
Yes, and exactly. So it doesn't have to be like marketing and visual marketing for all of smaller shopkeepers. It's common sense, and there's a lot of potential out there who can help you to make a plan for the store, how to bring up the level to the next level. So if anybody listening to this needs help, so please, there's a lot of good visual merchandisers out there, and we are here like rolling our sleeves, and we are coming to help you.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Because for us, my mission is to try to make retailers understand that visual merchandising is an investment. It's not a cost.
Mm-hmm.
It's an investment, and
Mm-hmm.
they should have the targets and goals, and they should be thinking what they are wanting to reach with that one. So that should be something that I want to be clear for everyone on the retail side, that visual merchandising is something that you really should invest in, and for the people doing that. So really
yes,
good point. Do you have something?
And just one, yeah, sorry.
yeah, I was just about to ask, do you have something more to tell, and before we wrap up?
Well, just the thing that when I work as a visual merchandising let's say in a store, and the reason why I want always staff to be there involved is because of the training point. I can print out 100 pages of visual merchandising rules. I can provide you links, blogs, articles to read. But if you invest like 2 to 3 hours with the visual merchandiser coming into your store, and then you have some people of your staff there who are doing their daily work and chores, and we are using those hours together, I'm telling you, it's more investment, the training side, because they will have all the knowledge that I have also from that day. So that's usually my way of working.
That's really good.
And that's the most fruitful way of working when it comes to training visual merchandising.
Yeah, that's really good, because it's not something that you do one time and then you let it be. It's something that should be done regularly, and you should have it tied up with the overall marketing plan and stuff like this. So really good points. I will provide the links for your LinkedIn profile, so people can check out more and reach out to you if they are in need for your services. So thank you, Suvi. This was really interesting.
Thank you, Anna. It was very interesting talking to you and talking about my passion, visual merchandising.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.